Whoops, I forgot to hit the, hold on. I gotta leave the room. It's TV, so it's not loud, but it picks up every fucking thing. Okay, so I gotta see. Okay, so I took everybody's rent. Um, not to be a bitch or not because anybody did anything wrong. I just don't want everybody to have wrenches because people don't know the shit that they can do to somebody's channel. Not saying any of you would, but I just don't need a lot of um I don't need a lot of moderators, and I don't want to keep my channel basically like where everybody has one, you know. Teresa, I'm right here. I've been here talking the whole time. Not the whole time, but I've been here talking. I'm gonna have to go in the kitchen because this TV's a little loud. Wait, let me get my socks on because my feet are cold. Oh my god, drop my goddamn comb. Ugh. If anything else can go wrong, it will. I swear. Where the fuck are my goddamn socks? My feet. What the fuck, man? Who is that person for? Man. Where the fuck did I put my sock? Ay, ay, ay. Can anything go right? No, not for me. Put my fucking slippers on. Okay. Sorry. I'll get it together because I gotta start modding people anyway. Hey. Okay. Hey, Chuck, Becky, Nat, Teresa, Scotland, Murph. Okay. Thank you, Murph. I hope to have one. I hate putting my feet in slippers. I'm always scared it's gonna be like a spider. And I hate spiders. And I have to put a heavier shirt on because I was seriously certain freezing. And of course, these people don't do fucking dishes around this bitch. What's wrong with this? Okay. Whatever. Alright. So, who the fuck is it? King up. Gene Knuckles. Matthew's wife exposed him last week. Just letting you know. Look it up in the sector. I don't know what sector you're from. Sorry. Unless you're, I don't know if you're from our sector or not. I don't even know who Matthew is, honestly. I think I went in there and dipped with him one time. I don't even know what she exposed him for. But, I feel Matthew. Thanks, but, okay. I don't know who's Matthew and his wife is. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you because I have no fucking clue. I'm sorry, Matthew. I don't know. I don't know what happened with your wife, but then again, you know what? Hold that thought. Be right back. I know by his avatar. And his the writing. Oh, the writing. So yeah, I need to give out mentions because I don't even know Matthew, and I really don't care that he got exposed. I'm not in that shit. Keep me out of it. Um, this person I've seen his shit before. His not his shit, avatar. It's in fact I believe we have it. I'm gonna look it up in my chat. Um, but let me mod up because um I need people who are going to shoot and who are going to drop links for others channels. And I know somebody else is live, but I don't think they care. The same people I do. Okay. I don't see Honda in here. No. Okay. Alright, let me see here the mod. Whatever you guys, don't take offense if I don't mod you. Nobody's gonna shoot you. I don't want 20 million mods in here. Not that I have a lot of people, trust me. Yeah, I don't even know what sector he's from. I don't even know what sector I'm in. I'm in my own little fucking world. Leave me alone. I don't. What do you call our sector anyway? I don't even know. Hey, Tammy. How are you? Hey, Glenn. How are you? Yeah, you know you sexy bitch sector. Thanks, Tammy. All right, let me get out here. I'll be right back. Let me get out here and mod up some people. Uh, does anybody want to come up and talk while I go mod people? I won't be long. If not, I'll be right back. Y'all can talk and chat. Yeah, now you hear me. Now you don't sector, right? I don't belong in sector. I'm my own person. I'm doing good, Glenn. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go mod up. Y'all chat. I'll be right back. Okay, so I modded a couple people. Um, hey Triple P. Um, I modded a couple people. I didn't mod any guys yet. You got guys. Two guys will be modded. I just don't want to do it just yet because I don't need. There's only 14 people in here, so I'm sure Becky, Teresa, Tammy, um, can handle that, and I'm here. Um, I'm Nat. I didn't get Nat. Fuck. Nat, I got you though. I'll go back out. I'll go back out in a second. Okay, so I gotta go in the other room because it's. Can you guys hear the TV? Yeah, because it's going as you know. Okay. All right, so yeah, I figured I'm gonna go in the other room and talk because I can't talk here. And the TV's not even, huh? And the TV's not even loud. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's on stereo sound. I don't know. And this thing goes. Oh, where you go? There's noise. Okay, so Glenn, I'm glad you're doing great. I'm glad everybody's doing great, actually. All right, so tonight's topic is about anxiety and depression, which I think everybody talks about, but not everybody has the same people, so there goes that. Yeah, I do have my earbuds in. I don't know where Honda is. I can't mod her. She's not here. Well, I can if I go into another live, but I guess she didn't want to come to my live. Bitch. It's like, maybe she's putting the boys to bed. I don't know. Hey, Chuck. You guys will be modded. I just don't want to do it right now because I don't want a whole lot of people modded up because they changed something with the modding. They did a lot of changing with YouTube period. So yeah, but she's usually still up till about 11. I don't know. Okay, so this is about depression and anxiety and how it affects people differently. Yeah, the less mods the better, because if here's the thing. If the people that I modded can't come a lot, like I know sometimes I'll go later at night and Becky won't be able to make it. Then I'll oh wait. Sorry, Pamela was an automatic mod. She's always here. So it's the people, I want to make sure that the people that are modded are going to be here when I go live because I don't want to have to be like, oh my God, I don't have a mod, or there's only one here, or there's only two here. And not that I have a lot of bullshit going on, because I haven't lately, but especially with Scottish mods. Yeah, Scotland, I don't know about him, man. He'd be crazy. So I know myself, I went through anxiety in my 30s. And it wasn't fun. It was horrible. Of course you would be here all the time. Teresa, you love me. So they did all kinds of heart tests, blah blah blah, long story short. And come to find out, it was nothing wrong with my heart. It was anxiety from past domestic violences, which that'll be on another live. I'm going to definitely do a live about that. I think I had mentioned talking about that before. What the fuck? It's this shit. Oh, let me find out. Motherfucker. Okay. Wait, I have to find out the date on this goddamn box. You know how them poppy stores be. They don't check them dates, them bastards. I can't even see a goddamn thing. Tell me hold on. It says February 6th, so I guess I'm good for another 5 days. No, the poppy store, you know they don't check the dates on the thing. So the cheese was looking kind of iffy there for a minute, but I checked the date and it said February 6th, 20 something. I'm guessing it's 2023. I hope it ain't 2022. Because I'm going to be sick. But I doubt it. No, the cheese smells alright. Come on, you fucking bastard. Alright, so, yeah, I had anxiety in my early 30s. I want to say it's 2007, maybe it started. Oh shit, Honda. I want to say 2007 it started. The anxiety. And then I ended up in the hospital, got on medication, which the emergency room started me on. And I now see I've been seeing a psychiatrist off and on. But it affects people in different ways. Especially depression. Depression is a motherfucker. Depression will have you. I think depression is worse than anxiety. For me, it is. For me, it is. Hey, Rich, how are you? For me, it definitely is. Anxiety makes just, I won't do shit. Like, I shut down completely, more or less. Anxiety, if it kicks in, I take my medicine and I'm fine. Let me see. Anxiety, I mean, depression, not so much. Depression is like, to me, 10 times worse because I literally shut down. Like, I won't want to do shit. Literally. Like, I will stay in bed. I won't do nothing. I'll sleep. I spend most of my time sleeping when I went through depression. It's horrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's horrible. It's it's kind of like you're surviving, but you're not living, if that makes any sense. Um okay, so you're just waking up and then going back to sleep and you're just surviving. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You're not having the fun you used to have. You're not going to family gatherings. You're not going down the beach. You're not going to you're not doing anything. Exactly, Becky. It is. Becky said it's hard to explain to people who haven't suffered, and it is. It's something you can explain because everybody's different. But it's like it's like no other. It's like no other. Like you just stay in bed, don't do shit. Basically, get the fuck What the fuck? Fucking cat just comes in and starts pulling on my fucking earbud off. Fucking bitch. Huh? What? Oh, well, he pulled, little bastard pulled it on my ear. Fucking bastard. Shut up, Honda, Becky. So, yeah, depression is like no other. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's why it's horrible. Um, I'll take anxiety over anything. Um, I don't know how many people in here has suffered from it, I could say. Um, exactly, Tara. Laying in bed listening to the things you need to do, but getting absolutely nothing done. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do shit. Nothing. Nada. Like you're fine. Like I would take, and I don't care who's listening. I'm just gonna keep on talking. I would take Benadryls just so I could stay asleep all day and not get up. That's how bad it was. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't care to. There was no need to. Life was just whatever it was. I didn't give a shit. Whatever came, came. Um, um, it's and I can honestly say I wish the emergency room doctor never gave me um the medicine. Um, because I get more anxiety from that than anything. Like, oh God, like I'm gonna run out. Like I have more anxiety this time than last time, and now you have anxiety because you don't have anxiety meds because your anxiety was worse last month than it is this month. It's one big roller coaster. And thank God I have a very understanding psychiatrist. Um, who listens and also likes to tell me his problems. I don't know why, sir, because I can't help you. I have my own. What to tell you. Yes, Rich, you nailed it. You nailed it. When my dad had passed, I went into this deep. I mean, as deep as you can get. Dark depression. Almost like I didn't care to live anymore. I didn't care. I just lost the best thing. Not the best thing, because I still have my family. But to me, he was my hero. That was my dad. That was my everything. You know, he was there for me no matter what I did. He was my go-to. He was my number one. Like, that's just my dad. You know, so when he passed, and Rich nailed it, like, that put me into a place I never want to go again. And I actually, and it's crazy because I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. When that happened, I kind of went into I went to this phase where I stayed away from my mom. Not because I thought it was her fault. Because mind you, my dad died of COVID. My mom got COVID when he was diagnosed, but my dad was diagnosed first. And when my dad went to the hospital that day, my mom got it the next day. So they had it, they just didn't know it. My dad ended up having a stroke. That's only how he knew he had COVID. Because he was taken to the hospital and was tested, and 2 days later tested positive. So when my dad passed, I kind of pulled away from my mom. And I think it was because I was scared that, okay, I lost my dad now. It's not something I can handle. Now if I lose my mom, now what? How am I going to live? I mean, I got a son who I love to death. Of course, I would, not do nothing stupid, but I think I was scared to lose my mom. And COVID had me in such a dark place anyway. Very, very, very dark place. I didn't go nowhere for 2 years. 2 years. Nowhere. Stay home. 2 years. Ain't go nowhere. Didn't do shit. Fucking loser. Not that I gave a shit because I didn't get it, but I ended up getting it in 2022. And 2022, and I just fucked this whole stupid Velveeta Sheldon season. Motherfucker. How do you fuck that up? Because I didn't feel the water. Okay, whatever. So yeah. That made me go to a deep, dark place, and then finally I came out of it. But, we still celebrate every holiday, every birthday, everything, with my dad included. Because, we all have him around a part of our body. I have a necklace with his ashes. My other sister has a necklace with his ashes. My other sister didn't want one. My son has a bracelet with his ashes in it. And my mom has the ashes, and we all have a real tiny, tiny little urn with his ashes in it. My mom has the full thing. So it's depression will take. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. Depression's just dark. It's dark and it's scary. It's somewhere you don't want to be. Honestly. At all. It's crazy. But I mean, it happens. What the fuck you gonna do? So anyway, yeah, I don't. The ashes thing. When my mom passes, but knock on wood, because I hope don't plan on anytime soon. When she passes, we're gonna put her and my dad together, not together like in the same urn. We're gonna bury them, in their urns in the cemetery. Because what are we gonna do with everybody's when I pass, with my sisters, or what are we all gonna do? Keep each other's urns and keep it going down the family line? Like seriously, it's not gonna happen. So we decided just to get a plot and lay them to rest that way. There's no other way to do it. So, but that's it. So has anybody I know I read Pam. You said you dealt with anxiety, right? I read that, right? Oh, your dad is buried, your mom is cremated. Okay. That must be hard, no? Is there any way like they could, or maybe I don't, probably might not even want to. What the fuck is this? Yeah, what the fuck is going on with this macaroni and cheese? I'm about to say fuck this shit. I don't even want to eat this shit. I really don't now. It's making me sick even thinking. Oh, okay. You're the Bible for your. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah. It's rough. It's really, really rough. Life is rough these days. I'll tell you. What this? You want to be cremated? Get the fuck out, bitch. I want to be cremated. I don't want my girls having to visit a grave. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense actually, because sometimes people will move to a different place and then what are they going to do? You know what I mean? Like my ex, when I was 16, I had an ex and he passed. But he was 27, I was 16. I told you guys this story. We never really were like, I mean, we were, but whatever. Long story short, he's buried across the street from my mom's house, because they have a cemetery down the street. So I would go over there, and him and his girlfriend actually buried together in urns. And I would go over there and fix it up and wipe it off. And I left my picture there at one time. I know that sounds crazy, but there was no disrespect to her. I mean, I just, wanted to put it there. Yeah, my grandma has a mausoleum. It's huge. It holds. Let me see. It's already filled though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell, holds 8 people. When we want to go in there and clean it out, we have to get the key. But I won't go in first because there's too many spiders. So what, the mausoleums? Oh my god, they're expensive as shit. They are like, oh my god, majorly expensive. I'll put a picture up of my grandma's mausoleum on my community page. It's beautiful. Except I had to ask them to cut the 2 trees down on each side because it was starting to block their name. So they did it. I wish I could put a picture up now, but I can't. It's really, really nice. Yeah, my aunt bought like 8 plots. I don't know why, because it's only her. Wait, my sister. Sorry. That was my sister texting me because I texted when she was sleeping because she's sick. My mom's sick and my sisters are sick, and I hope it's just a head cold or the flu and nothing else. Because I hate for my mom to be alone. I can't eat this shit I fucking made. Mm-mm. Nope. Not happening. Okay. So, sorry to hear TV. I can't stand up in that kitchen no more. Yeah, the burial business was crazy. Especially from COVID. Yeah, I have. I've seen my dad's ashes. No, you can have what's in there. It's macaroni and cheese. I can't eat it. So I let it get too, not watery, but I like mine dry. I did try to. It's a whole pain. You let the top off? Uh-uh. Yeah, I see my dad's ashes. Triple P, that's awesome. Cremation ashes, yeah. But you gotta remember, in the cremation ashes is also the
Yeah. Moxie got her like 2 juices.
Yeah, one and three.
it's also the
Huh?
But I see.
the oh my god. The why can't I think of the word? Not Honda, not really. I've seen the ashes and they're not bad. They're really not. I mean, I'm gonna be as blunt as I can be. When we did my dad's, and because I have a little tiny urn, and it says "My Dad, My Hero." It's really tiny, and the lid screws on really tight. So, you know what? I can show you guys. Hold on, I have it here. I carry it with me everywhere I go. Hold on. Yeah. Oh my God! He just fell out the damn thing. All right, hold on. Let me show you the urn. I can't show you the ashes because it's inside the urn. Um, but let me see. They might not do a fuck up with a. Okay, so fuck. Damn it. All right. It says. Where does it say my dad? Come on, man. Well, right here it says my. What the fuck?
Where you lay on?
Why? That's not going. I can't. Can I?
Oh,
Wait. Where the fuck? If I can find the fucking light. Oh. Duh. Okay. So here is my dad's ashes. It says my dad. It's so close. My dad. Thanks, Honda. My dad, my hero, my angel. And then the top opens. I'm not gonna be able to see. Well, I can't get the top open. I know, but in here it's so small. See, like it's smaller, like a little bit smaller than my thumb. But in here is his ashes. Now, when I now I gotta figure this out. Okay. When I well, and I gotta figure out how to turn the light off. Okay, so when I Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. It is. It's very small. Very, very, very small. Um, I handled everything for for my dad. Um, I did. No, no, no. This the one I have doesn't fit the whole body. No, 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 no. Um, there's my mom has the big one. It's huge. It's and heavy, and not that my dad was fat. It's just sorry, Dad. It's just um I had a little black thing I had. I'll find it. Anyway, um yeah, they look like okay. Now when I picked my dad's ashes up, we s- I asked the funeral director to have the people who were doing the cremation put some to the side so we could throw it in the ocean because my dad always wanted it to be thrown in the bayside of Barnegat Lighthouse in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. Um, so he did that. He put that in a separate thing, and it was through a see-through bag. Now we didn't open the big urn for a long time. Like my mom didn't want to open it, which was fine. Um, so so Scotland, really? So um when I picked out when I did the ashes, I because there's bone fragments in um there's bone fragments um in the ashes. So I have a lot of bone fragments. I do have ashes, but I have a lot of bone fragments. And you got to remember, along with the ashes, also that was burned with him was the box, whatever box you chose. Um, whatever box you chose, that's what he was burned with as well. So I didn't want a regular cardboard box. I had a nice brown box for my dad. I don't want to say box because it was a nice the way it was laid out. I have a picture of him in it. Um, of course, I'm not going to post it up here. You know, it's I would never, 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 never. Um, but it's I I don't know. I'm torn between because I'd rather like what do some people prefer? Would you prefer to um would you prefer to have your parents buried or would you rather have um I did take pictures of my father. Yes, I did because I could not see him before he passed at all. I didn't see my dad from um jeez. Uh he went in the hospital on December 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 11th. December 11th, 2020. found out he had COVID on December 13th. So, but the picture I have of my dad, he's smiling. So, it kind of puts me at ease, you know? He is actually smiling. Your dad's cremated too, Tammy? Yeah. I prefer cremation because then you know they're with you. You know what I mean? Even though it's it's hard. It's hard. Like I think now, like even with my mom being sick, she called me this morning, like, last night. Oh, I got the chills, and I'm like, oh my god. She's like, and my nose is stuffy, and I'm like, she's like, I'm gonna take Tylenol, and I'm gonna do this. Well, come to find out, she went to my sister's, and now, well, all my sister they were sick. They over there. My other sister's sick, and my mom is sick. So I called her today. I said, "How you doing?" And she's like, I just, I'm laying here in my pajamas. I'm not feeling good. I'm just gonna take a hot shower. I had some soup. I said, "Do you need anything?" No, she had everything. As if you need me, call me. So I don't know now if it's a cold, if it's a head cold, because she's not gonna take a COVID test unless she's not gonna take one. My mom is boosted up to God knows when, even though that doesn't matter because everybody knows you can get boosted, but the booster does help with um the thing, because when I got it, I was like, that's it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna I'm gonna die of COVID. That's it. I know it. My time's up. That's it. And I can't, no lie, I counted every day that went by. Every day that went by, I counted. But so I don't know. So anybody else? I mean, Tammy had anxiety. Anybody else dealt with depression or anxiety? Was it different for you? Or was it the same that I had? Emotional exhaustion, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, Scotland, I'm proud of you today for being very respectful. Especially when I'm having a serious topic, I want everybody to be serious. I mean, sorry to be such a Debbie Downer, but I don't want it to be like laughing and joking because if somebody, and even just not for me, if somebody was up here talking about the stuff they went through with anybody in their family that was passed or whatever, I wouldn't want somebody joking around in chat, you know? Honda, yeah, I know you definitely get anxiety. And it's hard. Pamela, I feel the same. Yeah, I took care. I feel like you. I took care of my ex's grandmother, and she had dementia. Um, It was hard, but I did it. I mean, even though I didn't speak their language, I they spoke Russian, but I learned it. I learned a couple of Russian words, ones that I really needed to use for them. Not really so much the grandfather because he understood English, but the grandma because she had dementia. Her husband passed. Okay, so her husband passed in September, September 25th, 2020. Everybody passed in 2020. His the grandfather passed in 2020 of December. I'm sorry, September 2020. I don't know if I said that right or not. And the grandmom passed the same day as my dad, but 4 hours earlier. So me and my ex had two deaths on the same day.
What was it?
His grandmother died at 6 something, and my father passed at 11:37. So they passed on the same day. So it was like two deaths, and it was like, oh God, like what else can possibly go wrong? Seriously. Let me just see what my sister said. Hold on, just. My whole family don't have COVID. God damn. My sister just texted me she's sick. They're all sick. Um, and you know what is really strange about dementia? When my ex's grandmother was passing, she went back into the baby mode, the baby stage. Um, she would giggle like a child. Um, she would cry like a baby. I took care of her, so I changed her. I showered her. I made sure she ate. I knew something was going wrong when she stopped really eating. You know, she kept asking where her husband was. I had to keep saying, "Babushka, he's in the hospital. You know, he'll be home." And he wasn't. He had already passed and stuff. So, what are you gonna do? Because she would ask every day, but she would forget. You know. So. I think and you know what? I think it should be if somebody has a choice and they want, and it should be in their will and stuff like that. If they're near end of life, and they don't want to be put on the machine, or they don't, and they once, like, okay, was it Dr. Correct me if I'm wrong. If was it Dr. Kevorkian who was helping people um pass respectfully? Okay. So I don't think he did anything wrong. I'm sorry. That's just me. Like, don't put me or any of my loved ones somewhere where they're just going to die a slow, I don't want to say that slow, painful death, but a slow one. I would, you know what I mean? I think what Dr. Kevorkian did was great. He gave them their last wish, and their last wish was to be, look, please do something to put me out of my misery. I'm not going to make it anyway. And they knew they weren't going to make it. Yeah, he did jail time, and I don't believe that was fair though, Tara. Um, I really don't. Like, I'm looking for a job now, and there's jobs there at hospice cares and Fox Chase Cancer Center and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my God, like I myself, I would be so attached to people that if they passed, I don't know how I could handle it. Because I'm such a crybaby. Like, if I see an old man in, say, a restaurant, and they're paying for their stuff, and I look at them like, you can't, let me buy that for you. You know what I mean? Like, or you want me to sit with you? You want to sit with us? You want company? Because I don't know. I, I don't know if I could do it. I would love to. Absolutely. But my real thing is what I want to do is go work in I want to I want to volunteer in the NICU because they're in desperate need of these kind of people who sit there and um, rock the babies who were born addicted. Because they have to be rocked and rocked and rocked and held and held and held. They are striving for people to help in every hospital. Jefferson, um, every hospital has a NICU. Jefferson, Holy Redeemer, I believe, is still delivering babies. Temple, I still is delivering babies, I think. University of Penn, any hospital, doesn't have to be Philip, Pennsylvania, any hospital is in need of these type of people that can just go in there and just spend their time with the ones that were born addicted. You will hold them, you would try to feed them, you would rock them, you would just cuddle them instead of them being in an incubator, just withdrawing or being on morphine, and it's just crazy. I no. So, but I can't do that. So I mean, I would love to do a job like that. I couldn't volunteer because I need to work. But when that time comes, trust me, I'm gonna be right on in that NICU. Like, I'll rock that baby 24 hours a day. Wow, really?
Now it's all on track, and we can't wait to see this action.
Okay, sorry.
Stay with us in the next couple of
So,
minutes as we're bringing you all the details about the fourth rule of the Expendables. First, let's see where the action stopped in 2014 when the third movie was released. We started the whole Expendables thing together, but we had a falling out. They came back and they were more than ever. The Expendables 3 was arguably the best film of the franchise, but it still wasn't high art or even something that makes the best use of its stacked cast of action superstars. The core gang from the previous two films led by
yeah,
Sylvester
that's,
Stallone
I
and
mean,
Barney Ross returned once
Pam,
again.
I agree, that's
They took
definitely
the job of
hard.
serious arms trader for the CIA. But Barney hires a new
That
recruit
I,
after his
and it's hard because that's your mom. It's so, it's,
You realize that Stonebacks, the guy he thought he killed before, has been a
don't
target
you
of
like wish you could
Vision,
just like live
setting back to shoot
to
Caesar,
be,
and that will send Barney on the kill
everybody
spree
should
that
live to
will
be
source his family
100
of the team.
and then
After
come
Barney
back
completed his whole career
and
journey
do it
back
all
to their
over
lives,
again
he
and
will
do it,
go on a suicide mission
make
with his
your
agent
life better than what
mentors,
you made
but
it the
all of them
first
are
time.
skilled in action. And not just that,
I
they're also
wish.
good at computers and technology, things that Barney doesn't understand. But he'll be forced to call his old team members again because the new kids will be kidnapped by Stonebacks. The team rescues the young mercenaries, and together with new and better Expendables, will work to kill Stonebacks. And you can pretty much figure out where the rest of this is headed. I could do this. The movie grossed much less than the previous two, only $214 million, against a budget of $90 to $100 million.
It's,
It only got a
I don't
64%
know,
audience score on Rotten
it's
Tomatoes
crazy.
and a 6.1 rating on IMDb. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best way to
Where
kill
the
a
hell
movie.
did Hana go? She left?
Nominations at the unpopular Golden Raspberry Awards in 2014 with Mel Gibson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Kelsey Grammer all nominated for Worst Supporting Actors. Grammer even won the award. But outside of watching a bunch of people who were once at the top of their game, the real joy of watching these films comes from wondering just which famous actor will pop up next and what kind of role you play.
47, Pam?
Incredible names including Harrison Ford, who was the best replacement for Bruce Willis.
That's hard.
Slaps, who was a perfect asset with his
That's
hard
hard.
action character and crazy comic moments. Ronda Rousey was beating up dudes, and hit that line with him that over here right now. No, really, Kelsey Grammer was also there, and he was the guy helping Barney get the team together again. This was your team? Short movie. Many of the fans were disappointed that Terry Crews had the shortest part in this movie, but the Expendables films are largely about
Just stick me in the, look, I'll be a goddamn dolphin in the ocean. I love the water. I'm like a water bug. Like, I just love water. I don't know. I love the pool. I love the ocean. 27, because you never went to the shore. When did we ever go to a pool or a swimming pool? We never went down the shore. The whole 8 years we were together, we never went down the shore. And never been to a pool. No. Yes, you did. You saw him in the Delaware River. Off my brother-in-law's boat. I'm not swimming in that dirty ass Delaware River. The Delaware River could have pulled you under. I didn't know that.
The movie is directed by stunt performer who became a filmmaker, Scott Wall. Like all the previous films, the script for this one is also written by Spencer Cohen, and Jason Statham, who stars as the lead character, is serving also as a producer alongside 4 other guys. Now let's see who makes up the cast.
It's sad. My cousin's wife, I think I mentioned this before. My cousin's wife, she had 3 kids, got pregnant with her 4th, and didn't even know she had ovarian cancer. They didn't know until she went in and had an ultrasound, and
in the upcoming months. Fans can expect a bigger role from Jason Statham in the movie, and you should smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell.
They didn't know until they took an ultrasound. The baby was actually hiding the tumor.
With the Hollywood Reporter. I heard it turned out pretty good. Jason Statham is 80% of it. He's happy with it, said the actor, whose contribution to the Expendables franchise is going to be final with his so it seems that Stallone finally had a ton, and in the future, Statham will be.
She didn't make it anyway. The baby did. She didn't make it. They kept her alive as long as she could to keep the baby in her. And the baby was born at 1 pound something ounces. And she made it. Her name's Grayson. So
was suggesting bringing Jack Nicholson to play the main villain of the movie, and also that he planned to include Clint Eastwood. We don't know if these were actual roles or only ideas, but we do know that we heard so much news like these in the last 8 years of waiting. The official description of this final story is
I mean, there's so much death in families. It's like, and this is supposed to be about anxiety, but it turned out I could.
But new team members with new styles and tactics are going to give New Blood a whole new meaning.
Yeah, definitely. It can be a huge relief. Because I know when it came to my dad, it was like, it wasn't a relief, but kind of. Because my dad had so many ailments. But he was always up and go kind of guy. He wasn't laid back, sick in bed. He up and go, up and go, up and go. But COVID came and that was it.
Lee's character will be in the spotlight now, and this could also mean that Ross will be either killed at the end of the mission, or he'll only pass the baton to Lee and retire from the team. The Expendables 4th film has so many opportunities for the characters, but we're short one thing, and that is the movie will bring another amazing and epic action story. The movie will also bring an emotional goodbye for Bonnie.
Wow, Pam, really?
That's all for now, but there will be a new video when any new interesting details will be revealed in the future. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
God bless her soul. She's with the angels now. I believe that. I don't know. I believe there is, you do go somewhere else. You do go to heaven. I believe that.
I gotta get in shape and start beating people up again, said Denzel Washington, and he already did. His skilled vigilante character, Robert McCall, is coming back for a 3rd time in the remarkable action movie series.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, dying with a broken heart.
He became a real superhero who stayed with
Like I said, my ex's grandfather passed September 2020. His wife died 3 months later.
One of the greatest action movies in Denzel Washington's career is based on the 1980 series of the same name. The first 2 films were no doubt huge hits at the box office and brought a different kind of action to the big screen. They are not only a classic action where one guy kills a different kind of mafia members of those. Those movies have some kind of soul and a great story. The first movie had its premiere on September 7, 2014, when we first met former Marine Defense Intelligence agent Robert McCall was an ordinary life. Nothing suggests that he is a trained and skilled agent. He has an ordinary job in the market.
Speaking of psychiatrists, I got an appointment tomorrow
One day,
at 3:30.
of the Russian mafia. They will become friends, but later he will witness how the mafia members are brutally beating her. After this, nothing will be the same.
Yeah.
Loves a chance, as he said.
That's what they, and you know what, Pam? That's what they want now. I go on Indeed all the time. And let me tell you, that's all I see is certified nursing assistants, certified nursing aides. And I want to do it. I mean, I'm certified in it, but I want to do it in a facility. I don't want to travel to somebody's house. You know what I mean? To be honest, Scotland,
And it has a great 7.2 rating.
I saw this isn't the first psychiatrist I saw. I saw a psychiatrist before this one, and honestly, my first psychiatrist, no, I found it awful because they kept switching psychiatrists. So every psychiatrist in the same practice, mind you. And then I found had one I liked. Just come to find out that he was an intern and he left. But every time I went, they asked me what the problem was, and I had to tell them my issues all over again, rehash everything from childhood to adulthood, and it broke me even more. And I have a lot of stuff suppressed that I don't remember as a child growing up, because for some reason he said he could bring it out of me, but I said no. What I don't remember, I don't need to remember. I don't have to remember, whatever. Because there's things my sister remembers that I don't. There's stuff that I remember that she doesn't. So, but now I'm with a psychiatrist, and nah, I don't find him helpful. He just says, "Is everything okay? Is everything better?" And what am I going to tell him? I'll be like, "Well, no, I'm having this kind of day," and some of them like to rush it out, and I don't know. I'm just like, whatever. But I think if I had a real good psychiatrist, I think I don't even know if that would help, because nothing they could tell me that's going to change any which way I think. Exactly. If I was meant to remember, I'm meant to remember. Because if I'm meant not to remember, there's a reason why. And it was that bad. And I didn't have a good childhood. I know that. I know that from stuff that I remember. Until now, my dad that passed, I consider him my real father because he raised me since I was 6 or 7. So to me, that's my real dad. My real father? No, he's an asshole. I never met him. I saw him once, but I never met him. He walked past me like he didn't know me, called me a name, and that was it. And I was 16 or 15, and I never, no. I can care less about him. He passed on anyway. He passed on at 50-something years old. He didn't take care of himself, and I don't really care. He's dead. Oh well. I didn't know him, so what the fuck? I don't care. Like, my sister took me to his grave because she moved in with him. I didn't give a shit about him. And she took me to his grave, and she was like, "So what do you think?" I'm like, "What?" I said, "I don't think anything." I said, "I don't know that man. He didn't raise me." And my dad, my sperm donor, was a prison guard for, oh my God, years and years and years and years and years. But nah. She goes, what's going through your mind? I said, nothing. I said, if the guy laying next to him, I feel the same way because I don't know neither one of them. I don't want to be remembered of what happened. Shit, I might jump off 5 fucking bridges and try to commit suicide. I don't want to know nothing about if I don't remember, I do not need to fucking know. Are all my girls biological sisters? They're all by my mom. Yes. Me and my older sister are by a sperm. Well, a sperm. My mom. You know. I don't want to say my dad is not my dad, but she was with him for a little while, and then she thought she met somebody to take her out of that bullshit. Thank you, Triple P. I appreciate it. And my middle sister's father, my mom thought he would help her get out of the relationship she was in with my sperm donor, and he ended up being worse. And I mean, there's so much like. Like, there's so much. There's just so much. Like, but I don't want to say, I'm not going to say it on here. If I had privated this, I would, but I didn't and I should have. But I'm not going to put, I'll do that another time. And my little sister, that's who we consider our real dad. And she'll always joke around with us. Like, she'll be like, oh, stop leeching. Stop. You guys are a bunch of moochers, or you're leeching off my dad. Like, she would always joke around, but, that's our little sister. She, but my dad would always say, and my dad would yell at her and say, shut up, stop talking to them like that. I'm all your dad. So she would get in trouble. But he honestly was like, he was the best man ever. And I know, a lot of females that would say that, but yeah, my sisters are, I have 3 sisters, and they're all crazy. Like, okay, so I'm the black sheep. My middle sister, she's neutral. She's funny. And my little sister, oh, she's a bitch. She's a bit. Yes, Pam. I mean, I think every female adores, if they have a bond with their dad, they have a special kind of relationship with their dad. Yeah. And that's why, I mean, I still have videos. A lot of videos I hear him talking in. My niece, when she was born, my dad was very close to, my dad's very close to my son. My dad basically raised my son. Yeah. PP, mine too. Trust me. I didn't know mine either. I forgot even what I was saying. Oh, my dad raised my son. Didn't raise him, but that was his role model as for a man. Because I couldn't teach my son how to be a man. I wouldn't even know where to begin. So that was like my dad's day one. You know what I mean? Like, I have pictures of my dad holding my son. In fact, when I had my son, I still remember till this day. It was in Nazareth Hospital. I had my son February 18th, 1993. at 5:41 in the morning. And I remember my dad coming in to see him, and he went straight to the nursery, told the nurse what the name, and my dad's bringing him, rolling on down, and bringing him in the room. Oh, my dad was so proud. So proud. That was his first grandchild. So, and then he has two others. And, yeah. And he was really close with Harley, my my youngest niece, because when my dad retired, that's who my sister, my mom and dad were watching her. My sister was working, so she was always at their house. So they were really really close. So I guess we went on to talk about our dads, and that's good. I mean, you can have great memories with your parents. My dad, like I said, my dad's thing was always Long Beach Island, New Jersey. He loved Long Beach Island, New Jersey, and that's why his dad just wanted to go there. Although I don't think they ever made it there. We still have to go there and do that. But the funny thing is, yes, we definitely did. Pamela, I agree so much. We had, and I think I told everybody this story. I'm like repeating myself, but we rented a house down Long Beach Island, New Jersey, um, a year in advance. Now this is before we knew. Um, oh, thank you. You're welcome, Chuck. Pamela definitely is, because some people need it. They need to get it out. They need to, you know what I mean? Talk. And we rented a house a year in advance, and we figured we rent a beautiful house for my dad because we didn't know how long he had to live. You know, he was doing good, but you never know. Now, COVID wasn't around when we put the money down on the house, and the house was beautiful. It was 2 blocks from the beach, and it was very expensive, very fucking expensive. But we got one with a pool, a heated pool, and one where my sister had the top floor, but it was one whole house. And my dad, he couldn't do steps too well, so because of his breathing, an oxygen machine that they had the bottom floor. Me and them would have the bottom floor. So when December came, it was like, what the fuck? COVID hit. My dad got COVID. We were due to go away. I think it was August. August. My dad never made it to the place, and we spent a good amount of money on that house. And the money, trust me, the money wasn't an issue. It was we wanted to make it nice for my dad because we, like I said, we didn't know how long he had. The year before that, they got a house on the bay side, and he loved the bay side because he loved watching the boats on the bay. And you could swim in the bay. They had a ladder, you can go in the bay. But I mean, it is what it is. And but when me and my sister went to the bay side, we took the kids. Thank you, Pamela. I'm gonna end in a minute anyway. But we went to the bay side and we found the feather as soon as I got out of my sister's car. And I knew he was there. As soon as I found that feather, that was my clue. He was there. Not physically, but he was there. They say if you see a feather, a cardinal, a butterfly, there's certain things if you see it remind. So All right, I'm gonna end. It was a nice live. I'm glad, it was everybody came in and had a good time and talked and it was a good conversation. And this is the way I like it. I don't want drama. I don't, you know what I mean? So all y'all are welcome. I will be making more mods, so don't worry. I just want to get it started and see who's going to be coming in more regularly. So, and then I'll add more. So everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all. Love you. Love you too. Triple P. Love you, Pamela. Chuck, you have a great night. I appreciate you coming. And the rest of the girls. I know they probably already left, but that's okay. I'll probably do another live next week or over the weekend. I'll do one on something. I don't know what. I'll think of something. And the officer takes off his seatbelt, releases the brake, and opens his door. The car automatically stops, shifts the
Thanks, Chuck.
the parking brake. Next is the Lenco Bearcat. This beast.
That's a good sign, Teresa.
Dangerous scenarios like citizen rescue.
All right. Good night, y'all. Have a great night. I'll see you over the weekend, as long as nobody goes live. But I'll set it and I'll send it out to you guys. All right. Much love to you guys.
Number 3 is Japan. Japan's police might look like a straight